Hi everyone, very good afternoon to all those who've joined us. Thanks so much for joining our education webinar series. For those who don't know, we this week is dedicated to the education sector at Lead Square. We are having a series of webinars for the higher education sector, for the edtech sector, and for training institutes. So that's today is higher education, tomorrow is edtech, and day after training institutes. So if any of you are interested in any of the other sessions, please do join us for that. To kickstart the session, as you can see, we are diving into higher education in the COVID era. So how to adapt for the future. To take us through the session today are Lokesh Mehra. He's the director of global admissions at ISBR Business School. And we have our very own Murli Krishna, who is the Director of Sales Operations Education at Lead Squared. So, gentlemen, if you could please share a few lines about yourself, and then we can start with the session. Maybe Lokesh, if you can go first.
Okay. Hi, good afternoon, everyone. Good afternoon, Murli, and thanks, Shivani. So it's been around 17 years into education industry, managing higher education. So a small introduction from my side, and it's been into Bangalore from last 3 years. Has worked in different domains into education and been into throughout India for the same. Thank you.
Awesome.
Thanks,
We're
Lokesh.
really looking forward to your insights. Yes, Murli, a little about you.
Yeah, so people who joined my past webinars probably will know me. So I had sales for Lead Square and focusing on the education vertical and having experience and met colleges in the last couple of years. So today we'll be discussing on how the whole spectrum changed for higher education, and we'll have Lokesh, to give his insights on his past experience and the current strategies, what colleges are adapting, and especially ISBR and Lokesh, especially on how future will be from the higher education perspective and what platforms they are currently using. Lokesh, I'll quickly over to you, and I think I'll take up once you're done.
Done. Thank you. Sorry. So again, once again, welcome to the webinar. So what we have seen pre-COVID, what has happened was there was early decision making. The students were always having a decision making power when they used to tell to their parents, yes, I want to study in this college at this level, and this what I want to do in my career. This is pre-COVID, what things have gone. There was a positive approach towards a placement. How does the market is going to absorb student? What is going to happen in coming time? Right? And all the students were ready to relocate, right? They are ready to go for different places to understand what is happening, how they can use and get used to the culture of that particular place. And the banks were also very easy because any education domain really need money part to enter into the studies. Because when you want to give a good proper education, money will always play a huge role. Then yes, every year around more than 2 CR people, students apply for global programs, whether they want to do a pathway program, exchange programs, or they want to go for directly to other countries. So that was what has happened pre-COVID. And now what we see has changed in coming time is totally different. Shivani, can you please change the slide? Now, what has impacted relocation? So now what we see in last 3 months, even the students, those who were ready to come to Bangalore, and I'm 101% sure the same thing is happening with you. They're not ready to relocate. Even even if we tell them, okay, the situation is good, this is how the things are going to happen, still they have a fear in their mind, and they are worried about the placement part. Wherever that's our take on the students. Recently, our student got placed last week also of the previous batch. But yes, the placements are gonna take a hit, but it will not take a hit for a specific skill set of the students. And admission in the past was purely on the basis of you can do offline, but now it is more into an online. We are doing our online test through a proctored mode. We are using an online application form through Lead Square, right? Plus, we are doing lead nurturing. And yes, these things have changed. Now, decision dependency has moved now. Earlier, it was a student who pushes the parent, but now it's not the parent. It's by default is only the parent. He has to look into the financials, whether he is having the decision making power in his hand because of the COVID situation. Again, financials, banks are not ready to give you loans. And if they want to give you loan, yes, they also want a surety. The biggest impact has come on mode of learning. Whereas we being an AICTE approved college, we really don't have different modes of giving education. Reason being, I can't give a PGDM degree through online mode. What else we can do? So how we have to manage these kind of a stuff? Maybe we have to start a weekend batch or a weekday batch or a Monday, Tuesday, Saturday batch. This is how. Now comes the point about ROI, return on investment. That is from all stakeholders, whether you talk about the college part, you talk about the student part, you talk about the parent part, and even the company's part. This is gonna be a major role which is gonna be playing in coming times. ROI is gonna change everything for all of us. And what we have learned in this time will be shared in the next slide. Now, what we have done in last 3 months, what we learned, rather than focusing on pan India basis, let's focus on region specific. So we went into our topography from where we are getting the maximum students, how the payment has been done on the past, what kind of a students we are getting. So we understood for Bangalore, the easiest catching belt would be southern part of the country, where people from Hyderabad, Telangana, Chennai, these kids are coming to us, and Karnataka. That's one of the most important things which we learned. Lead nurturing. Earlier, you can have a student enrolled to you within 3 days, 5 days, 7 days, but now the lead nurturing will take its own due course of time. Instead of 3 days, it has gone up to 10 days, 12 days. So that's where a lead nurturing comes into a picture. How do you nurture your your student so that he comes on board with you? That is where we have taken these steps forward. How many emails? What are the benefits of doing a program? How it has to be automated? All those things we have taken into consideration. What does an automation means for us? Automation doesn't mean only taking an application form through a mode. No. Automation means now uploading his documents, taking his online test, then giving the bona fide certificate, free receipts. Everything is now online. And there is less of an interaction between a counselor and a student so that he understand the process. Plus, you can do the survey from there. Why? What is the use of proctored examination? Nowadays, most of us have gone through the challenges when the students have gone back to their home. How do they appear for their exams? Can we use some kind of a simple medium where students have gonna have a task on their hand? What would be the bandwidth? Are they gonna have their handsets or laptops or everything available? So that's where a proctored examination come into a picture, which we have integrated with Lead Square, where we know what time the student has started the exam, how many times he's not seeing the screen, what he's not doing, how many times he's opening another screen. All those things were available to us. So it's like a proper examination in a classroom, a proper teacher available and can see across the students. That's what we people have done. And then, apart from our regular programs, we added skill certifications. What is the demand from the industry? Let's say Deloitte is looking for specifically for a business analyst. Am I in a position to give that kind of a program? One, what is the nature of cybersecurity in current time? Shall I add that program into my program? What is happening with blockchain? RBI has already approved the blockchain. Shall I add that program into my curriculum? So all those skills certifications have been added so that 1 year down the line or 1.5 year down the line, the student will have more opportunities. He will be more skilled. That's where the ROI will come into a picture from organization point of view and from a parental point of view and from the student point of view. That's what we have done in coming days. That's where I think in future will always be like that. Thank you.
Thank you so much, Lokesh, for that very insightful note. Now I am bringing in Murli from the Lead Square team to talk about the role of Lead Square in the admission process. Murli, over to you.
Thanks a lot, Lokesh. Thanks, Shivani. So as Lokesh mentioned, so I mean it's the time where colleges are looking to automate their admission process. Not only admission process, so in general, like before 3 months, mostly collecting online applications is what is considered as automation, right? Wherein student comes applying online and rest all is manual, right? Now the current situation is in key how you can reduce the interaction of your counselor with the student, and how the student can take or do a lot of things on his own, right? So that's where the whole premise comes in. That's where even Lead Squad as a platform helping colleges to drive different levels of automations, be it student application portal wherein the student go do his work online, submit his documents and pay online fee, and counselors and lead management. This is obviously from day one, that is a core part of Lead Squad, wherein we basically help counselors with insights which can help them to convert better and give enough information to them when they are talking to the student, right? So lead nurturing, which Lokesh partly covered, lead nurturing can be, sending automated emails, nurturing them, checking whether they're active online, which pages they are visiting, how much time they are spending on those pages, and in case any specific content to be sent to them, which is relevant and more personalized. So all of that is possible through our lead nurturing and marketing automation features. You can also create nudges, or you can create forms wherein you can plug data into Lead Squad and get more information about the student. Centralized communication. So now the important factor you have seen in the recent days is now WhatsApp is very popular. My email, SMS is regular, and calls are being done automated. So now what happens in Lead Squad perspective is you can control all this at a central level. You can see each student perspective, what is the best way or means of communication, and you can channel communication accordingly. So publisher panel, so this is more in terms of your partner leads which you get through from different sources, right? Let's say especially colleges, they get leads from College Dunya, Shiksha or other portals. So how you can manage a publisher or a partner, and how you give access to them and monitor various primary source of lead, etc. So we'll discuss in detail on the publisher panel as well. And integrations and connectors are so in the current scenario, which again Lokesh highlighted, as a college you may use different platforms, wherein like a testing platform for students where they give tests, or there can be a different fee management systems or a ERP in a college perspective which manages the student attendance and all of that. So all of that information can be synced to Lead Squad in case if you want to monitor, and vice versa, wherein Lead Squad can pass this information to any third-party system. And third-party systems can also include your Google or Facebook lead ads, etc., wherein either you capture data from Facebook and Google and create an inquiry, or you retarget using Google and Facebook and promote your content on those channels. Reports and analytics, obviously with all of this comes data analytics, which again helps you to take decisions based on data, and which will also give you insights on where to spend, which source you need to spend, which counselor is doing good, what is the metrics to monitor. So all of that will be possible in our reports and analytics part of the platform, right? Yeah, Shibani.
Yeah, just a quick reminder
So
to
we
everyone who's joined that also, Murli, we are getting in some comments saying if you could please be a bit louder. And secondly, to those who have
Okay.
joined in, do keep your questions coming. So we have experts here and we will take them up as and when we see them. Back to you, Murli.
Is it fine now, the voice?
Yes, yes, perfectly fine now.
Okay, perfect. So, whoever joined our earlier webinars, we went in detail on how a student application portal can be designed in Lead Squared. So, we'll quickly cover those points again. So, one, obviously, in the current scenario, so Lead Squared can give you a paperless application process where student can register on your website. He will get a login ID password to fill all the information, and whichever data is already with Lead Squared will be auto filled, so that the student can only fill the relevant information and quickly submit his application form. And we also, so in the current process, what we do is our application process, we can make it easy for the student at various levels. One important step is to auto save at each step, so that whenever a student, let's say, drops off at a certain form, let's say he filled basic details and he filled other information, but he didn't submit the documents and he didn't pay. Now, based on the current step, so you can give triggers to your counselors on when to call, what discussion to be done. So that way, basically, you can monitor the progress of the student and also help him in case if he's stuck at any step, or pursue him to do certain actions to complete his application. And during this process, obviously, colleges use different payment gateways. So we integrate with all the major payment gateways available in the market, like Paytm, PayUmoney, Razorpay, and real-time notifications. So there are two kinds of notifications what Lead Square does. One, to the student on the status of the application, like application processed, rejected, approved, or payment paid, or any other related information can be notified to the student in real time. And notifications can be done via email, SMS, and WhatsApp as well. And other notifications are for the counselors, that is for your internal teams, so which we will cover in the coming slides as well, wherein any information which needs attention from a counselor, right? Let's say payment failed by the student while paying, and you want to arrange a call from your counselor to check if he is facing any issue, or he want to check any other mode of payment is available, etc. So all these can be automated in Lead Square. Yes, Shivan. Yeah. So now focusing on counselor management. So this was, I mean, this is being our core part of Lead Square CRM, wherein all the counselors have handy information starting from lead distribution, wherein like Lokesh mentioned, there are multiple courses, multiple skill sets, and various programs what colleges offer. And there will be region specific leads. There will be across India leads coming in. So counselors, basically the lead distribution itself is a primary criteria on which lead should go to which counselor, right? So that can be either based on skill set, based on the program, based on the center what the counselor operates in, and all of that. So that whole process of distributing a lead can be automated, and task allocation can be automated. Let's say Lokesh, in his earlier Don Bosco and in current ISBR also, now let's say if the first call time should be less than 15 minutes, right? So now system can automatically create a task whenever a lead is created, and system can automatically notify the counselor to call them at the earliest possible. And if the task is not completed, system can make it overdue and notify the next reporting manager how many overdue tasks are available at the current time. And in the current scenario, enabling work from home has become more of a norm. So most of the colleges are still not open and people are working from home. So in this scenario, what LeadSuite can help you is to have a mobile app handy for your counselors, wherein they can do the calls from the mobile app, and the activities what they do, including calls, updates what they want to do, they can do that directly on the mobile app of LeadSquare, and all the calls can be tracked in LeadSquare, right? And there are cases where recording also is possible. In case if you are using a telephony provider, we can also enable call recording features. And smart views and triggers and notifications. So smart views, I think whoever used Lead Squared already, or whoever looked at Lead Squared as a platform, so we have a specific feature called smart views which will help the counselors to do their work or regiment the process, right? Which means when as a counselor I log in, right? So in general, what happens is people are thrown with a lot of information, and the counselor goes and chooses on what he want to work, right? Wherein smart views basically helps the managers or the businesses to regiment that process, saying that whenever a counselor logs in, you provide only relevant information to him, like show him only his new leads, show him only his follow-ups in one bucket, or show him where payment follow-ups to be done in a bucket. So this smart views basically helps you to one, make sure counselors use the system effectively and obviously increase efficiency, and it will also help you to adapt counselors to the platform. So in lot of cases, there are colleges where I have seen they implemented a robust CRM system, but counselors fail to adapt it, and they start complaining and then finally come back to the Excel sheet. So what Lead Squared helps you to basically help is to increase adaptation from the counselor perspective. So that way, it will help them to increase their efficiencies as well. So next comes lead nurturing and marketing automation. So obviously, few colleges, as Lokesh mentioned, are digitally very savvy. Few colleges are more at a regional level and operate from a regional perspective, right? So, and for any of the reasons now, at present, if you see, right, so including all training institute colleges want to go digital and spend on digital ads, or at least get inquiries coming in, so that they want to monitor how the marketing activities are going on. So there, Lead Squared can basically help you with some set of marketing automation features, starting with unlimited landing pages, wherein if you want to promote your college using Google AdWords, Facebook ads, or any other PPC campaigns, Lead Squared can help you with landing page designs and templates, which you can choose and publish on the AdWords or PPC campaigns. I'll not talk in detail on customizable forms. So this basically is to help on collecting information from the student. So here, either you can put an inquiry form and get data into Lead Squared and then send him a unique link for filling the application, or you can directly ask the student to have a fill in the registration form itself on the website and create a login ID, and then complete his whole application process, which we discussed already. Visual workflow. So this is an important part of Lead Squared to automate certain processes. Again, considering the current scenario, how you can reduce interaction with counselor and student and make much more automated process, wherein you have communication happening automated via email, SMS, and various other channels like WhatsApp, where whenever a trigger is there, a status update to be done, system automatically sends a notification, and then that notification will have a next action for the student to click, and based on the next action you create a next task. So that process is possible in Lead Squared. So, and this is as easy as the college admins can customize most of the processes, and obviously Lead Squared team will be there to assist and help to set up this process. Yeah, Shivani. So this is a quick example on how automation can be built, and whoever have seen Lead Squared platform in the past can correlate. So wherein this is a drag and drop workflow builder, you can select your widgets, or you can say the actions, and you can uh, put your conditions and trigger notifications or tasks or distribute lead, etc. So in Lead Squared perspective, automation refers to two things, right? So one is your sales automation, which ideally managing your counselor escalation metrics around it, creating tasks, updating tasks, and monitoring the whole journey from the sales perspective. Second is your marketing perspective, where you send email, SMS to the lead, nurture them, until they convert, and you also put your frequency of communication with the student. So Lead Squared covers both automation, sales, and marketing, and omni-channel communication. So as I was explaining you in couple of my last webinars also, so Lead Squared can help you in case if digitally you want to do a lot of marketing activities. Lead Squared also have capabilities around Google and Facebook retargeting, wherein a lead can be targeted on Facebook or Google using our automation feature. So this is our centralized communication system, which we talked about a while ago, wherein lead squared will become central part of all the communications, wherein once a lead record is created in lead squared, all the emails, SMS, calls, any other communication which you're doing, including the new WhatsApp integration which we have, all that can be monitored in a single 360-degree view of a student record, wherein you open a student record, you have all the information on what emails have been gone, what SMSs have been sent, what discussions happened over call, and in case if the student visits the campus, that activity can also be posted by whoever receives the student and update at a lead level. So that way you will have a whole view of what is happening at each student level, and that will also help you in terms of doing analytics in terms of how many calls it is taking to convert a student, or after a lead entering into the system, how much time it is taking to convert it into a paid application or a paid customer or a enrolled student. So all of this reports and data is available at a individual lead view. Yeah. So publisher panel, so this is very specific to colleges and very specific to colleges operating in India. So wherein a good chunk of leads ideally are generated from third party portals like Siksha or College Deco or College Dunia or various other platforms in the market. Now what happens is most of the colleges either pay these providers or partners based on the number of leads they generate, or based on the conversions they do, which means enrolled student. And the tracking of these leads will become a bigger challenge, wherein the same lead is given by the multiple providers. Like Siksha also passes the same lead, or the lead already is there from your Google campaign which you are running, and College Dunia also passes the same lead, let's say. Now in these scenarios, what Lead Squared can basically do is to allocate leads primary source, and also give a dashboard or a login for these partners, where they can monitor what leads they generated and how many of them are primary leads for this particular college, so that they know what they have to claim on. And it will also help from the college perspective to have a better visibility on which source is generating how many leads, and will help you to plan your ROI, and also to plan your next budgeting on which source you can spend more. And obviously, so conversion tracking can happen at a source level, and you can also allocate source level lead. Let's say uh, over a period of time, you decided that Shiksha is passing you better leads, or College Deco is passing you better leads. So you can assign College Deco leads to a high converting salesperson, or a set of people who are better in converting them. So all of that is possible using Lead Squared workflow process. And from the publisher perspective, you're giving more visibility for him on what is happening on the leads provided by them. And a partner can also track the current status of the lead. Let's say they passed 100 leads, out of which only 10 are converted. Now other partner passed 20 leads, but out of which 12 are converted. So that way you have overview on what is happening with each partner, and partner will have a view of what is happening on the leads passed by them.
Murli, so we have a question here since you're talking about lead generation. So Arpita says, when a lead is generated from, say, Facebook, do we have access to the data that Facebook has? Example, email address, location, provided Facebook has this data.
Yes. So Lead Squared captures data via a connector called Facebook Lead Ad Connector, wherein you basically, whenever you are putting an ad on Facebook, so you also have to put what fields you want to collect when this register or when they inquire. So obviously, whatever data fields are there in your Facebook Lead Ad account will be captured into Lead Squared.
Okay, Arpita, just let us know if that answers your question. The rest of you also, please keep your questions coming. We will take them up as and when we discuss that issue or the topic rather.
Yeah, I mean, if you have any questions currently, we can talk and then move on.
Yeah. So she says yes, thank you. So that's cool now.
Okay, perfect. Any other questions from anyone who is having a query? You can post it. We'll be happy to answer those.
Sure. As of now, I don't see anything. I see more of comments really on the scenario, but no questions that need to be taken up.
Yeah, so I mean, Lokesh can answer on couple of comments and give his viewpoints on the current scenario from the industry. But yeah, we'll move on. In case of any questions, either to Lokesh or me, you can please drop. Yeah,
Oh,
go on, Shiva.
absolutely. Sure, sure.
Yeah, so I think again coming to Arpita's question, so integrations and connectors. So over the period of time, what Lead Squared have done ideally is to create connectors which will make integrations easy. Wherein let's say Facebook lead ads are there, so wherein any lead coming from your Facebook ad campaign can be directly pulled into Lead Squared as an inquiry with the relevant information, whatever you want, either the fields like email ID, number, city, etc. Similarly with Google AdWords as well, if you're running Google AdWords campaigns, that data can be pulled into Lead Squared. And any third party sources, which I explained a while back, which is your Shiksha, Sule, College Dunia, College Deco, and all of these sources can be pulled directly into Lead Squared. The recent addition to the integrations is WhatsApp business integration, wherein the communication from college can happen via WhatsApp. So obviously, there are approved templates model wherein your template should be approved initially, and then mostly transactional or automation can trigger these SMSs. I mean, these texts via WhatsApp. So basically, there are certain features wherein, let's say, you want to send a confirmation of payment or confirmation of his GDPI schedule or application status. So these are possible using WhatsApp business account. Only prerequisite is you need to have a WhatsApp business account purchased from providers like Color or Infobip, and Lead Squared will do the integration, and that's it to start messaging. Obviously, messages should be approved. And third progress we made on payment gateway integration. So wherein we integrated the major gateways available in India, and obviously we are doing more of them. So currently we support Razorpay, PayUmoney, PayUBiz, and Paytm from the payment gateway part. So Lead Squared can obviously capture the application payment via portal, which is our application portal, and we can also capture the initial token fee amount paid by the student, and then once the token fee is collected, the student information can pass to the ERP. So I mean, colleges use different ERPs, so it can be Colpol or any other ERP in the market, where this data can be passed into ERP for the next steps. Cloud telephony integrations, I think this is one of the key areas where colleges are exploring, considering the current COVID scenario, and recording calls of the counselors and want to audit certain activities they do, etc. So Lead Square tightly integrates with all the major telephony providers in India. Along with this, we also offer a mobile app, as I was explaining you, wherein our mobile app have capabilities of call recording, but obviously for various devices and various Android specifications, the call recording may not be 100% guaranteed feature, but in just if you want to monitor the calls. Lead Squared mobile app directly can work, wherein the counselor can directly call from the mobile app and the activities can be posted. If in case audit perspective you want 100% recording, so telephone integration will help, wherein all the calls are recorded and all the calls can be initiated from the mobile as well. And we also made progress on Zoom integration, which basically now most of the schools, colleges started having online classes and they want to monitor if the student attended a particular class, etc., wherein that information can be captured as an activity if they attend. So that is possible. And on top of all of this, Lead Squared especially follows an open API architecture wherein any third party software can come and consume our APIs and integrate with Lead Squared. So that will basically help them to establish a connection and pass data into the system. So yeah, so these are possibilities in the platform.
Okay, then I have another question. Are we thinking of WhatsApp as lead originator, or it's only for further communication once registered or paid for?
No, it can also be a lead originator. So let's say how that works is you have a WhatsApp business account which will come along with a number. So if you publish that number and anybody who is sending your first message to that number, that can be created as an inquiry in Lead Squared. But obviously, if you want to talk to him, approved content can be sent. And there is a special feature WhatsApp provides is once you provide a approved template, now you can give actions for the student which will open a 24-hour window to chat, which means let's say you sent a message saying thank you for inquiring about our course. If you are interested, please reply with one. So if once the student says yes, a chat window starts which will be open for your counselor for 24 hours. So in those 24 hours you can do a two-way chat with the student, and that gets recorded in Lead Squared as a chat history. And after 24
Or
hours again you have to send only transactional content.
okay, I hope that answers your question, Arpita. Let's move on, Muli.
Okay. Okay. So any other questions? So please put forward. In the meanwhile, so we'll see. So this is a typical journey which we see in most of the colleges, wherein at one side you have all your sources where you generate leads, including your agency partners, including your own marketing teams, and your website, your inbound emails, etc. So this is one channel where you get, or you can say all the channels where you get inquiries from. Once the inquiries can come in, once inquiry comes, either one way to look at is you have just a raw inquiry wherein he submitted his name, email ID, and he's waiting for the next step, or colleges where they already have an application portal and the lead went through the process of submitting the application form. Right? In any of the cases, Lead Squared can capture the data, and Lead Squared, as I said, also can provide the application portal as well. Once the data is captured, you have certain process wherein this data is assigned to the counselor for the next steps. Maybe explain about the course, explain about the fee structure. In some cases, there is an interview process, there is a group discussion process, etc. So the whole process of inquiry till enrollment, whatever steps your counselor follows can be managed in Lead Squared process, along with the communication. At each of these steps, Lead Squared can automate on what communication should go and what actions next can be derived out of that communication. Right. So, and then the counselor perspective, they can see how many inquiries are coming in, what are your priority inquiries. So Lead Squared also provides with a scoring criteria, which basically helps to understand what type of leads can convert better, how active the lead is, what is the engagement scoring of a lead, whether the lead is opening my emails or not, if opens, whether he's clicking on the links of my campaign or not. So all of this can be monitored, and based on that, a score gets allocated. And based on the score, you can prioritize a lead or prioritize a next follow-up call. And once
All right.
so once this process is done, let's say a student gets enrolled, an offer letter is released, and then in the portal, a student can see his offer letter, and he can accept, reject the offer, right? Once if he accepts, then you will have your token fee amount generated, and he can pay the token fee and collect the receipt as Lokesh already mentioned. So you can manage the whole process of receipt generation in Lead Square, and then pass this to your ERP.
All right. Murli, so we have another question, and Lokesh, feel free to jump in on this one in case you have any other insights that would might be useful. So the question is, what is the best way to make use of phone recordings? Can this be automated? We fish for certain keywords, example, courses inquired, interest, subjects mentioned, and use it for our analysis. So essentially, what are the better ways to make use of phone recordings?
Okay, if Murli doesn't mind, I really want to answer this question.
Yes, please go ahead, Lokesh.
Okay,
I won't
so
mind at all.
okay, in our case, what we people do is we use phone call recording as a training per se, right? The best purpose of using a phone call is to train our own academic counselors because it gives you a live case studies for every caller with a different situation. That's the one thing. That's very, very important because how does the training happen? Second, we tell them to go through a sample listening of their calls on regular basis. That is a self-improvement practice. For these two main purpose, we use the call recording. Enhance their
Yeah, I
skill
mean,
set. Yeah,
yeah,
please.
yeah. So to add on to Lokesh point,
Hmm.
so see, in general call recordings, I think one very important point is to basically understand themselves on what they are talking, right? So that they listen to call recording of their own call, and they get insights on what mistakes they are doing probably, and what should change. That is one. Second, basically will help you to audit, which means, let's say, a counselor is taking 30 calls every day, but his conversions are poor, right? So now you want to guide them, or you want to train them to the next level on what they are doing wrong. So that will basically help via call recording. Now the new age telephony providers also are offering speech to text mechanisms, wherein system can pick up some keywords, but obviously the telephony provider is the one who will be giving that information. Based on that, LeadSquared can tag the keywords, if that helps.
Okay. Thank you so much, Lokesh and Murli. I don't see any more questions. I think we can move forward.
Okay, go to the next slide. Yeah. Yes, I think these are a couple of colleges and various educational institutions, starting from training institutes to higher education to edtech. So we serve customers in a whole spectrum of education industry. So I think this is a quick glimpse of the customers which we serve.
Right, there's another question on WhatsApp business integration. Anyone can help me with WhatsApp business integration?
Yes, we can help you. So basically, as I said, WhatsApp business account needs to be taken from providers like Kaleyr or Infobip. So these are basically the WhatsApp business resellers in India. Once you have an account, LeadSquared can basically help you integrate it with LeadSquared and help you to automate communication via WhatsApp.
All right.
We can connect offline where I can share probably the details of Kalera team, if that. So, who is this, by the way, Shivani?
This is
Existing customer
Amit.
of Amit. Okay. Yeah, Amit, if you're already a Lead Squared customer, we can share contact details of Kalera or Infobip. Or else you can look at Lead Squared first as a platform and probably check the feasibilities.
All right. Next question again. I think Lokesh, feel free to jump in. This is from Dr. Pratima. She says, "What are the projections for tech-enabled education post-pandemic?"
I'll leave it to Lokesh.
Okay.
Lokesh.
Yeah. Can you repeat the question, ma'am?
Yeah, it's what are the projections for tech-enabled education post-pandemic?
In what terms you want to know about the projections? So projections can be in terms of revenue, in terms of placement, in terms of enrollment, in what terms?
So
That's
I think
I
Doc
need to
Lokesh,
understand.
yeah, I think from
Yeah, Dr.
technology
Pratima, please do
perspective.
elaborate on that.
So to quickly add on, so I think from technology perspective, digital will take a front step ideally, and tools like automated testing platforms or platforms like Lead Squared especially, or there are various video learning platforms or video conferencing platforms will have a huge say in the college segment. I think any other platforms in general, Lokesh, is there
See,
anything you can
I'll tell
highlight?
you there are, yeah,
So
see,
she's
hmm,
inquiring specifically in terms of teaching and learning.
okay. So in coming times, it would be roughly around 70-30. 70% will be tech enabled and 30% will be your face to face. Everything will move to tech now. 70-30.
Yeah. So Lokesh, any platform specifically you came across from the teaching, or I mean, technically
See,
what
as of
platforms?
now, see, okay, as of now, we are using Metal for proctored examination, right? And we are
Okay.
using Lead Square as one of our partners for most of the automations, lead nurturing, right? Application, right? And even
Yes.
for fee management. But also, we are looking for a platform which really makes my classroom live classroom, right? Not going
Live.
towards Zoom because Zoom has its own limitations. So most probably in coming week time, I can really tell you the right name for that particular platform, right? We are
Exactly.
still
So
yet
live
to
classroom.
get back.
Yeah. Technically, live classroom trainings will see a huge demand. There's no doubt
Yes,
about that.
we have launched one program on the same parameters.
Okay. Great.
Yeah.
Yeah, Shikhan.
Okay, yeah. So she says thank you. We have another question from Arun, I think on the same lines, who was talking in terms of school connectivity. So I think we've more or less answered that. But if you all have any further comments to add, please do. Otherwise, we can
Uh,
move on.
we can move on.
Okay.
Yeah. So from higher education perspective, so these are a quick touch points of Lead Squared. As Lokesh already mentioned, there is one admission process which needs automation, and there is also a huge demand or per se huge actions which are needed from the placement perspective, wherein corporates are seeing a downturn, probably new placements are happening, but students may not perceive it the same way. So all of this, so we also have something for managing corporates in Lead Squared, which is from the B2B perspective, wherein if you have a placement team who is targeting corporates or new corporate onboarding, etc., and existing corporate management, so Lead Squared can basically give you a system to help you in that aspect as well. And alumni services, wherein if you want to have interaction with your alumni network, send them some automated emailers, registrations for XYZ activity, that also can happen. And obviously student services, which we already discussed, starting from inquiry to application to enrollment, the whole process can be managed in Lead Square.
All right.
Yeah, I think. Yeah.
Yeah, I think that brings us to the end of it. If there are any further questions, of course, we are around for a little more time. So please keep your questions coming if you have any further queries. Otherwise, Muli, if you have any final thoughts, as well as Lokesh, any other final points that you might like to add.
I basically want
Yes.
to add into these things. Yeah, Murli,
Yeah, Lokesh. No, go ahead. Go ahead.
I okay. So basically, what I want to add in coming time, we really need to be tech savvy as an institution. We have to be 10 steps ahead of the current students. They are pretty smarter than us, right? So that's the nature how the business is going to change in coming days. Every institution has to be a tech enabled now. What Murli said right now is about voice to tech. We are also trying certain products where the lead query can be verified through mobile itself through a bot. I'm not talking about chatbots. I'm talking about a voice bot. So this would be the next level of technology which is gonna come, and that's where lead square is gonna play a major role for us. How does the lead validation happens? Which lead has to go to which counselor? Whether the lead has to be moved to the trash immediately or it has to be kept there. That's what I want to add.
Perfect. So I
Thank
think
you.
pretty
And
much.
just adding to that, actually, Arpita had a question on similar lines. And she said, "Who can convert speech to text from phone calls?" So, do you all know of
Okay,
any solutions there? Who can?
I, I do have a
Yeah.
solution. Maybe Shibani, I can tell you the name of the organization. They can help you out with
Mhm.
the same of the record, right?
So
So they are
even the
based out of Gurgaon,
Okay,
okay.
and they can really help them out. No worries, it's there. It's there.
great,
And I mean, the
great.
telephony
Arpita, we
providers,
will
most of
be in
them,
touch with you on that.
most of the telephony providers are looking at that as a core feature. So, I
Mhm.
mean, speech to like Knowlarity or Ozone Tel for that matter can
Ozontel
have
and
speech to
others
text.
will not give. They will not give speech to text. But yes, speech verification. Yes, there is a partner. They have done this government project from last two
Yeah,
years, so that's available. And even that can verify your lead also.
exactly. So I think we
Yes.
can get information, Arpita. So Lokesh can share it to Shivani and we'll share it with you offline. So
Absolutely.
adding to what Lokesh said, I think technology will definitely take a leap in terms of colleges and higher education. And adding to it, lot of processes needs to be automated, starting from what Lokesh mentioned to inquiry, conversion, qualification of an inquiry, which resource to be allocated to which particular lead, and all of this process should be tightly integrated and automated with platforms to get a better ROI and efficiency across teams. And that is where I see colleges going forward for.
Okay. That's it then. I think. Thank you so much, Lokesh. Thank you so much, Murli. And I see a lot of thanks coming in from the
International
audience as well.
immersion students, right? So you can add international workshop here. There will be
Okay.
international workshop. There is a
Thank you,
Uh,
award
Shivani.
for that. जो हमने
all right.
पहले
Thank,
mention
Thank you, everyone. Thanks a ton.
thank you. Bye bye.
Thank you. Bye bye. Bye.